Students, today I'll take your drama Hamlet by William Shakespeare. It's a very famous drama of William Shakespeare. Now the introduction of the play. Hamlet is a tragedy written by William Shakespeare near about 1599 and 1601. It is Shakespeare's longest play with 30,557 words. It's set in Denmark. So the main theme of the play is the Hamlet and his revenge against his uncle Claudius, who has murdered Hamlet's father in order to seize his throne and marry Hamlet's mother. The ghost of the king of Denmark tells his son Hamlet to avenge his murder by killing the new king, Hamlet's uncle. Hamlet feigns madness, contemplates life and death, and seeks revenge. His uncle, fearing for his life, also devises plot to kill Hamlet. The play ends with a duel during which the king, queen, Hamlet's opponent, and Hamlet himself are all killed. Hamlet is considered among the most powerful and influential works of world literature, with a story capable of seemingly endless retelling and adaptation by others. It was one of Shakespeare's most popular work during his lifetime and still rank among his most performed, topping the performance list of the Royal Shakespeare Company and its predecessors in Stratford upon Avon since 187. So the theme, the play falls into the jar of the revenge tragedy, which was very popular in the Jacobean era with its taste for violence and intrigue. Revenge is the most obvious and one of the main themes of the play. Although explorations of the idea of appearance and reality are present in all Shakespeare's play, it's more fully developed in Hamlet with all its plotting, intrigues, deceit, and hypocrisy. Other themes are the question of what a human being is, death and mortality and suicide. In common with several other Shakespeare's play, there is a clear Christian parallel. So storyline, Hamlet is summoned home to Denmark for his father's funeral, where a ghost appears who claims to be the former king, Hamlet's father. The ghost claims Hamlet's father was murdered by Hamlet's uncle Claudius, who then married Hamlet's mother, Gertrude, and took the throne. Hamlet tries to uncover the truth, making himself appear crazy and mistreating his girlfriend Ophelia so as to deflect Claudius' suspicion. He arranges for a group of actors to perform a play reenacting King Hamlet's murder by poisoning to gauge Claudius' response. Hamlet spies on Claudius, then getting angry, accidentally kill Polonius, Ophelia's father. Claudius sends Hamlet to England on a diplomatic mission but secretly plans to have Hamlet executed. Hamlet escapes and returns in time to see Ophelia's funeral, who has drowned herself. Claudius arranges a duel between Hamlet and Laertes, Ophelia's brother. During the duel, Gertrude drinks poison intended for Hamlet. Laertes and Hamlet fights, wounding each other with a poison rapier, and eventually both die. The main characters, Hamlet, Claudius, Gertrude, the ghost, Polonius, Laertes, Ophelia, Horatio, then Fortinbras. Then Act 1. So, what is there in the Act 1? Last at night, guards on the battlements of Denmark, Elsinore Castle, are met by Horatio, Prince Hamlet's friend from school. The guard describe a ghost they have seen that resembles Hamlet's father, the recently deceased king. At that moment, the ghost reappears, and the guards and Horatio decide to tell Hamlet. Claudius, Hamlet's uncle, married Hamlet's recently widowed mother, becoming the new king of Denmark. Hamlet continues to mourn for his father's death and laments his mother's lack of loyalty. When Hamlet hears of the ghost from Horatio, he wants to see it for himself. Elsewhere, the royal attendant Polonius says farewell to his son Laertes, who is departing for France. Laertes warns his sister Ophelia away from Hamlet and thinking too much of his attentions towards her. The ghost appears to Hamlet, claimed indeed to be the ghost of his father. He tells Hamlet about how Claudius, the current king and Hamlet's uncle, murdered him, and Hamlet swears vengeance for his father. Hamlet decides to feign madness while he tests the truth of the ghost allegations. Now, Act 2. According to his plan, Hamlet begins to act strangely. He rejects Ophelia, while Claudius and Paulinus, the royal attendant, spy on him. They had hoped to find the reason for Hamlet's sudden change in behavior but could not. Claudius summons Guildenstern and Rosencrantz, old friends of Hamlet, to find out what's going into him. Their arrival coincides with a group of traveling actors that Hamlet happens to know well. Hamlet writes a play which includes scenes that mimic the murder of Hamlet's father. During rehearsal, Hamlet and the actors plot to present Hamlet's play before the king and queen. Then, Act 3. At the performance, Hamlet watches Claudius closely to see how he reacts. The play provokes Claudius and he interrupts the action by storming out. He immediately resolves to send Hamlet away. Hamlet is summoned by his distressed mother, Gertrude, and on the way he happens upon Claudius kneeling and attempting to pray. Hamlet reasons that to kill the king now would only send his soul to heaven rather than hell. Hamlet decides to spare his life for the time being. Polonius hides in Gertrude's room to protect her from her unpredictable son. When Hamlet arrives to scold his mother, her hears Polonius moving behind the arras. He stabs the tapestry and in doing so kills Polonius. The ghost of Hamlet's father reappears and warns his son not to delay revenge or upset his mother. Hamlet is sent to England supposedly as an ambassador just as king. Fortinbras of Norway crosses Denmark with an army to attack Poland. During his journey, Hamlet discovers Claudius has a plan to have him killed once he arrives. He returns to Denmark alone, sending his companions Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to their death in his place. Rejected by Hamlet, Ophelia is now desolate at the loss of her father. She goes mad and drowns. Now, Act 5. On the way back to Denmark, Hamlet meets Horatio in the graveyard where they talk of the chances of life and death. Ophelia's funeral procession arrives at the very same graveyard. Hamlet confronts Laertes, Ophelia's brother, who had taken his father's place at the court. A duel is arranged between Hamlet and Laertius. During the match, Claudius conspires with Laertius to kill Hamlet. They plan that Hamlet will die either on a poisoned rapier or with a poisoned wine. The plans go away when Gertrude unwittingly drinks from the poisoned cup and dies. Then both Laertius and Hamlet are wounded by the poisoned blade and Laertius dies. Hamlet in his death throes kills Claudius. Hamlet dies, leaving only his friend Horatio to explain the truth to the new king Fortinbras as he returns in victory from the Polish wars. Now, conclusion of the drama. Among Shakespeare's play, Hamlet is considered by many his masterpiece. Among actors, the role of Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, is considered the jewel in the crown of a triumphant theatrical career. Now, Kenneth Branagh plays the leading role and co-directs a brilliant ensemble performance. Three generations of legendary leading actors, many of whom first assembled for the Oscar-winning film Henry V, gather here to perform the rarely heard complete version of the play. This clearly subtle, nascent, stunning dramatization presented by the Renaissance Theatre Company in association with BBC Broadcasting features such luminaries as Sir John Gielgud, Derek Jacobi, Emma Thompson, and Christopher Ravencroft. It combines a full cast with stirring music and sound effects to bring this magnificent Shakespearean classic vividly to life, revealing new riches with each listening. This production of Hamlet is an invaluable aid for students, teachers, and all true lovers of Shakespeare, a recording to be treasured for decades to come. So, this is all about the drama Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Thank you.